Warning, it's...
Before we plunge into the mayhem with Nasty Nova, La Bambina, Chelsea J, Sassy Bree, and Lucien Locks on the Ghetto Games podcast. Disclaimer, we are not licensed therapists, we are not medical doctors, we are not legal advisors. The thoughts, views, and opinions we're throwing out here are purely for your entertainment. This podcast is all about keeping it real and amusing. We engage in discussions and games with fantastic guests, covering everything from social and political issues to spirituality and beyond. However, let's be clear, it's all for the sake of entertainment. Some info might be true, some might be, well, a bit of creative storytelling. And just so we're on the same page, don't even consider attempting any of this at home. We might be trained in the art of wild entertainment, but looking out for your best interest? No, not our thing, or our own for that matter. So, fasten your seatbelts for the wild ride.
Welcome to the Ghetto Game Podcast. It's your girl, Nasty Nova. Today, we're going to do something special. But before we do, I have Chelsea Jade, Love Bambina, Lucien Locks. Now, listen, Linda. Back in the day, we used to do these podcasts where we talk about current events. I'm going to drop this bitch immediately.
Okay.
I'm going to take it back immediately. All right. Where do we want to start, guys? Entertainment and news, music, ghetto government, TV.
Ghetto government.
Ooh. This month of April, ghetto government.
Let's start with the Baltimore Bridge.
That motherfucker went down. Tell us about it, Chelsea.
So there was a bridge there was a ship, a cargo ship that lost power. I can't remember what port it originally lost power at before getting to Baltimore.
They've been working on it the whole week.
They have been working on it because it was not working. So technically the cargo ship should not have departed from that port to enter over into Baltimore. Right. Anyway, there was alert that went out to workers and to local residents.
Yeah.
It was a call alert that went out for them not to cross the bridge at a certain time. However, the workers and the cars that did actually end up going in were, I think, workers of the bridge. They were on like a lunch break or whatever. Yeah. So the bridge collapsed. It has affected transportation, shipment from different parts of the world, incoming and outgoing. The cargo ship housed lithium batteries, and I think that was it.
Now,
explosives.
Something that nobody really is talking about is the company that owned that ship is the same lady that mysteriously drove her Tesla into a pond in Virginia, some senator's wife. Long story short,
this is part of the investigation.
This is part of the investigation that nobody is talking about.
Well, they need to talk more about that.
She died.
Yeah, because she drove her Tesla in a pond.
She drove her car into a pond.
Recently or after?
This was before. And then that ship does
she
that.
owned the cargo ship?
Yes, her family owned it.
Okay.
She was, because that cargo ship was from China.
She was Asian.
It was.
She was Asian. She was Asian.
I don't think it was from China.
It's one of our senators' wives.
Not Okinawa. It was
which would be Japan. But let me see.
It's somewhere on that side of the world. Korea.
Well, I just want to let y'all know. Watch out for the shit. It's going to unfold and it's going to be nasty. Nobody's talking about that.
Well, they need to be talking about how much money the government's going to spend. The federal government's going to spend on rebuilding this bridge, because first of all, this is a state issue. States are responsible for paying for these bridges. However, the federal government has already promised they're going to fund the entire bridge, which is going to cost us like close to like $2 billion.
Yeah, because
they have to, because we have goods that's needing to come in and out of the United States and into the states from that bridge, from that port. So it is a major situation here, and it's jobs that are at stake.
It's definitely a major situation, but this is a local issue.
No,
Baltimore
it's not a local.
Hell no, nigga.
It happened at a local port.
I'm sorry, not Baltimore. Maryland should be paying for it.
The mayor, Maryland is suing that lady.
Oh,
the mask company or whatever it's called.
Say, the company, the person that the real bill, the federal government's going to fund it, put the money up front.
I'm sure.
Typically, the state's supposed to do it, but the federal government's going to do it. However, whoever's in charge of that ship will be held accountable.
But the thing is, the bridge didn't go down just because of negligence. The bridge went down because of someone's Well, because of negligence, but not because of Baltimore's negligence, not because of Maryland.
Correct.
So I guess I'm trying to understand, why would they?
Well, that's because they have to front the bill.
I see.
They put the money up, and then the person that's responsible, that takes time. That's in somebody's insurance plan. This bridge needs to be done now.
It's
you're
fine.
right.
Guess what? The bridge is not back up, and they still have been diving and wasting resources, money to find these bodies.
There's 2 left.
It's gone.
They've said, well, is 7
They're gone.
dead so far that they found, or 6 or 7?
Don't know. They're gone. We can't bring them back. The bodies don't make you happy.
No, you're 100%. It
You
doesn't
see what I'm
really.
saying? Let's go ahead and move on. Watch what you're drinking. Cow milk is testing positive for the bird flu. There's something going around. Motherfuckers are getting sick and people are dying.
People still drink cow milk? Y'all get off that cow pus.
Cow's milk. A lot of people still drink cow milk.
I haven't drank cow milk in a while.
You got to
I
get
just
off
drank
that cow
cow
milk. You got to get off that cow.
Oh
milk
yeah,
pus.
it's definitely the milk is definitely selling in the stores.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
outsold
niggas is
out.
buying it.
Still
Yeah,
people
it's
just, I mean,
definitely
yeah.
That
probably what
quart.
the hell is going around right now.
Johnson & Johnson and Curad have been reported to be causing cancer. Yes, your Band-Aids have been causing cancer.
Have we known Johnson Johnson? Have we known
They
that
do
since
my-
the powder,
The baby powder, now the Band-Aids. Along with NC State have reporting that there was a building that has traced back to cancer.
A building.
People that have been in this one building have all been getting coming down with traces of cancer in NC State.
It's the coming down for me.
Coming down, showing up,
Wow, that's wild.
going down bad. Now, there's a company. It's called Rose. Might be Rose. I think it's called Rose in Good Faith.
Okay.
They actually make shoes
Okay.
from dildo material. So our Doc Johnson strap-ons and fake pussies, they've been melting them down and making shoes. If I'm not mistaken, the shoe starts at $165. They're actually really cute. I'll show a little picture so you can see them.
Okay.
I just wanted to let the world know that we are being resourceful for toys because lesbians are no longer using them like that.
Okay, because I'm trying to understand what's the purpose of the recycling that. Okay.
I forgot. Lunchables have been tracking back to cancer as well.
Oh gosh.
You can't get nothing without getting cancer.
They
Like,
just
what's
started
going
putting
on?
fruit in Lunchables.
Correct.
Did you see that?
Girl,
they have-
how do you put fruit in a Lunchable? They sit on the fucking shelves forever.
Well, they
Like,
started
what
putting
kind of
fruits
fruit?
in them
What kind of
instead
fruit?
Like,
Dried?
Craisins.
like no, like you know, like the
Grapes?
pineapple tidbits and mandarin oranges. They put them in the Lunchables now instead of
Oh,
like
I haven't
the
seen
brownies
that.
and stuff that they used to put in. I guess they're trying to make them a little healthier.
Brownies.
They used to.
They used to put brownies
Like
in
brownies or
Lunchables as
cookies
a,
or
you know,
like
they had the
little-
main entree
cracker.
and then they had
little
the
dessert.
snack.
Bitch,
Sometimes
I-
they came
was
in
poor.
Snickers.
That's what we didn't know.
No.
I wasn't able to get Lunchables. They didn't get that. on me.
Lunchables was. That's why I said I'm happy my mom acted like that. Now I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah,
My mom never was buying.
but
that.
low key they were always trash. We just thought they were good
Yeah.
because
$3 for
Oh, no,
fucking
my mom
bullshit.
didn't have that,
Meal.
but there was times that I did have a Lunchable.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had a
Lunchable.
Lunchable.
I actually seen my peers have Lunchables and actually asked for a Lunchable.
Yeah,
So
me
that's
too.
why I
Me
actually
too.
had them, not
Especially when
because
we
she
had field
bought them
trips.
off of.
yeah,
Field trips, definitely
typically it was because you
Yeah.
saw somebody else with it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like I used to always want them pizza ones, and they weren't even good.
Girl, them
Nope.
shits was
What?
trash.
They were horrible.
That
Why
cold
did I eat
ass
that?
food.
Right.
Why did I eat that?
With
I
this
used-
cold.
With that nasty ass American cheese. No.
Crab.
The ham. No, the ham is disgusting.
ham, cheese, and
matter
crackers?
Matter of fact, all I would
Right,
do,
that
all I
ham,
would
cheese,
do
and
was eat the
crackers
ham
all
out of
day.
it. Fuck the crackers
No
and fuck
bullshit.
everything else.
I ate the crack. Yeah.
He just had a mental flashback.
Yo, bitch, I used to fuck up that motherfucking ham.
That's it. Fuck the rest. Like, why the fuck did you even put the rest
Fuck
in
that
here?
ham up.
Oh, that's
And the
funny.
crackers was cold. Very
What?
confusing.
All of it
Yeah,
was cold.
yeah.
It was
Trash.
Refrigerator.
Or
So,
room temperature.
That cheese was not cheese, and I know they used to
No.
stop doing that to us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
disgusting. Netflix and Facebook have $100 million lawsuit. What it was about, I don't know. Guess what? The prices are about to be risen. So just understand that we are in a, what do you say? We're in a war. Economic war. Electronic war. They have decided that they will be banning TikTok if TikTok cannot find a new owner.
TikTok owner said they ain't banning shit.
They said if y'all
They
want to
got
ban
money.
it, that's y'all problem. Don't give a fuck. Now, another
That makes
place that
sense.
said they don't give a fuck is the government. Airlines now have to pay cash for delayed or late flights.
Good.
Hopper
Way
been
too
doing that.
late. This is way
Who?
too late.
Hopper.
Who
Good.
the fuck is using that? You?
Yeah, if you
They need
book through
to.
Hopper, they have it set up to where if I think it's like an extra
'Cause baby-
maybe like $8 or $5, to your total cost, but they'll pay you for a certain amount of minutes if your flight is delayed, and they will reimburse you if your flight is canceled.
Do Hopper have Southwest? Because that's
you can book any. It's all flights.
I'm gonna have to look because most of the ones that have like the good deals never have Southwest. It's more Frontier.
They had there's no one excluded. I don't think from any year.
Well, I don't even know why you're saying names on here. We're not sponsored.
You just beep it out.
Matter of fact, speaking of sponsors,
today's episode is sponsored by Varo Bank. Join Varo and spend $20 within 30 days, and you and the Ghetto Games podcast both earn $30 each.
What if we just did it ourselves? What if we stopped waiting for anything to change and just pulled ourselves up? Not by our bootstraps, but instead, what if we all pulled each other up?
Hand by hand, dollar by dollar, community by community, toward less worry, more stability, and a better life.
What if we could do that? What if that was possible? What if there was a bank for the rest of us? Money shouldn't just work for some of us. It should work for all of us. Varo, a bank for all of us.
Today's episode is sponsored by Varo Bank. Join Varo and spend $20 within 30 days, and you and the Ghetto Games podcast both earn $30 each.
But don't forget, this is not until October.
But I would say, when is it supposed to take place though? This airline's doing this because we should see a major increase in flights being on time.
Yes.
Shit.
Because let me
they
tell
try to
you,
figure
the
out how they
way
gonna pay you in cash.
the way I was in the airport,
They need to stop overbooking flights.
Okay, the way I was in the airport for Dreamville, y'all. I was in
never
there
had those issues.
I typically never
be waiting and you hear them offering people hundreds of dollars because they overbooked the flight.
No,
they do that
not
all the time.
recently.
And for people who are not in a rush to get anywhere, they take those offers because that's free money. They do it all the time.
They didn't offer them for my flight, but I was so pissed off because I got there at 7:00 in the morning. I dropped off a rental car at JFK. I could have dropped it off at the regular place. They charged me $200 extra just to get there for me to wait for 14 hours to get out of JFK. And it was so sad. Once I heard that other people had been held up since the night before because I said, you know what? Let me just lay on back and take my graces. Because there was a young lady that was in there. She had been in there all night. She was supposed to leave the day before. I said, Miss, what?
See, I can't do that.
Sorry that you had that experience.
No.
But
I worked out.
the National Association of Interlegal, basically college athletes, have announced there is no
intercollegiate.
What is that?
Internegro? I thought that was what she said.
Collegiate.
Intercollegiate.
Colleges
Stop it.
have banned.
Stop it.
Colleges have banned transgender athletes from women's sports. Which
They are too late.
I don't understand. What?
They should have came out with this years ago.
Yeah,
like
years
as soon
ago.
as they start saying,
as soon as girls start losing championships, scholarships to males who transition very late in school, there should have been, let's cut this shit out.
That's not gonna work.
and y'all know Reggie Bush is getting his trophy back.
Yes.
And
they announced that this week.
I'm very happy for him.
When y'all can admit y'all make mistakes,
I love
because
it.
now they're paying players. And they said that he was receiving gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they want to keep a bitch poor.
That's been the whole thing the whole time. That's why I ain't never agree with that. Like,
and he has a lawsuit coming out for them as well.
Saying, "Oh, we paying for these boys' schools, so that should be enough." They still got mamas at home living in projects. They still got brothers and sisters at home, so they're trying to make a way.
These kids get shot at because of who they are as an athlete. Because you put them on TV.
We never supposed to know what the American dream is. They try to. That's why they raise it everything now. That's why they abandoned TikTok.
Exactly. You got these boys' names, boys and girls' names on jerseys, selling them for hundreds of dollars and not making no money off of it.
Making millions of dollars by NCAA for NCAA.
Let them get what they need to get.
We'll get there. We'll get there
for EA Sports.
We'll get there.
Yes,
we'll get there. Speaker of the House, go ahead and drop the T. I don't have any idea about it.
The Speaker of the House was potentially about to be removed as the second speaker ever in history to be removed from this position, only because he decided to work with Democrats to get Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan money to protect them from China, Russia, and Iran. So because he worked with Democrats, there's a bill that's about to be pushed to the floor that's going to out him. So there'll be a new speaker coming in the future, potentially.
Who was the previous speaker?
Interesting.
McCarthy. He was ousted in November of last year.
Yeah, like it's interesting because it's
so
never
close
happened
together.
before.
Ever in history.
The thing about it is, because I actually don't identify with a party anymore at all.
Okay, well, shut the fuck up then.
But I want to understand. No, you stupid. But I feel you. But I want to understand: is it that we were giving so much aid and people didn't know, or is it that
we've been giving aid?
Because I'm like, what is
the members of the Republican? Issue? The real issue is the members of the Republican Party do not support the idea of you giving money to Ukraine to fight their war, to giving money to Taiwan to fight their war. They are okay with you giving money to Israel. But you said that we're going to give money to all of them. We don't like that. And
that's split. Crazy to me.
People are split.
That's crazy to me.
And because they are split, he has to work with the minority party, the Democrats, in order for him to get enough votes to get this money to where all the
just
American
want my student loans
says,
passed. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
I'm going to be honest with you, and this is an unpopular opinion. I do believe that we do way too much for the outside, and I understand why politically that is still the case to this day. But we not in the same situation that we was in, and we've really never been in that situation.
Dead ass. We need somebody to come in and say, I don't give a fuck about none of that promises shit that they said. We don't want to do that anymore.
And I know this shit is horrible to say because
those treaties are serious.
I don't give a fuck.
They are.
They are binding.
They're really serious.
Sign me off.
And it's rough because, like I'm saying, all of those people are here as immigrants as well. As American
You're here,
citizens
bitch.
now.
So do what you got to do. I'm not doing it anymore.
A lot of the people, so it's tough.
Yeah, we do get their refugees. That's another thing. We get to
cut the fucking borders off. We don't want to do whatever y'all want to do no more.
But does it mean that we put our own country into?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, like was that part of
I'm like the U.S.
what
Constitution?
Is it? I need to know what is the Constitution? Does it say that you risk everything from our country to help your country no matter what, that you put our country in harm's way, like you just bypass your own country to help another country?
You're talking about the war in Ukraine. It's a war in fucking Chicago.
I need a better understanding.
You can't put America in harm by adding yourself to a treaty. Like you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna add a treaty and then we're gonna just bankrupt the entire country. No, but when we do sign a treaty, we are bonded. We are bonded.
We need to print another fucking dollar.
Huh?
We need to print a different dollar.
Not a different dollar. What we need to do is get the hell out of this other people's
digital
business.
dollar they're trying to do?
And get into our business.
Tell me about Trump and his criminal trial.
When I tell you Monday was crazy. The former president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, started recently in April. Late April. And this is historical because no former or sitting president has ever faced criminal charges.
Like to trial?
Ever. Remember, we're on the 46th president. None of them previously has ever done it except for him.
Like a jury?
So that's one thing that's just unprecedented. And then on top of that, it's about hush money. So when he was running for president in 2016, he said, I'm going to run for president. Hey, yo, you got my back? Cool. Take care of this situation. This girl talking crazy. So his man's paid her off to take care of her. Mind your business.
Ain't his other man in jail already for that?
He already served time in jail. The man that actually paid the money served time in jail for lying. He's out, and now he's testifying. He'll be the main. He'll be the main one coming from Trump.
That's how he
is it like a jail or is it like civil?
No, this is criminal.
Felonies.
Federal. It's in the main court in the city.
It's a state issue. It's
New York City.
New York State versus the people of New York versus Donald J. Trump. And what they're saying is that he committed fraud by saying that when the hush money was paid, the man said, you got to pay me back. And Donald Trump was like, I ain't going to write you a check for $100. I'm going to pay you in installments or whatever. This is what the government is saying Donald Trump did. But the documents showed that Donald Trump paid him in increments up to the dollar amount that he paid the girl off with. The problem is that when he does that, Donald Trump put money like that and he says it off the books that this what this is, he lied. And that is a felony.
Yes.
because he lied and said that he's making this money for him doing
misappropriating
his documents or whatever.
And what was he saying that the funds were for?
To pay the lawyer for his normal activities.
It was just like,
you got a race. What's up?
That's exactly what Donald Trump said.
But the problem is,
free fucking Trump so he can come back and wipe these ass to finish. Bitch.
People keep saying that, and I understand why.
Not trying to be
The
funny.
difference is that he was running for president. If he was not running for president, this would not be an issue. The reason, the real crime is when you are running for president, you have to have certain situations in line.
Yes.
Because you are running for a campaign.
Yes.
That means you have taxpayers' money. That means you're going through a process. So all your books got to be clean.
Yeah.
And then he illegally moved money that he shouldn't have, and he didn't document it correctly. But go ahead.
Well, we only have one more thing on the the government. Commercial real estate price, like spaces, places are empty.
Yeah.
These buildings are not standing up.
Nope.
People are not going back into the office. They're downsizing. It's a lot of space.
That's the real reason why DC mayor is pushing for
people to go back to work. There's too many empty
other
buildings.
than I don't think she would be pushing as hard as she is if it wasn't, but companies are actually losing money because they're not getting business from the people that were once in office and going to work.
Who the fuck wants to drive all the way to DC?
For what?
Deal with traffic.
Right.
And I can do this at the house.
Right.
I can do it from my phone.
Living in North Carolina, I watched a whole Blue Cross Blue Shield building downsize to another building.
Yeah.
They shut the one down on 15501.
Yeah.
Downsizing started when the pandemic.
Well, they were planning that.
It was been done.
They were, when I was working,
they were slowly
in
but surely doing it.
2011, they were talking about moving that building.
Because having a
it.
building, you can write it off. But why have to worry about writing it off if you ain't got to pay it?
Right.
I could pay my people more money than I can give you a little bit more
how
raise.
much rent costs at those buildings? It'd be like $20,000 a month.
And, and I was going to say typically
$30,000, $50,000.
And we're talking about lights, water.
That's the floor.
Security.
And that's just one floor.
Yes.
That's not even the whole building.
Right.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's real bad.
Yeah.
They
Real
spend
bad.
a lot of money on office space.
Well, what's starting to happen now is people are starting to take those office spaces and making them into living spaces. The only problem is you would think more housing, lower prices. No, more housing, the prices are rising. I don't know if I think I was telling you or maybe you. I don't have to worry about looking for nowhere to live, but I did look for a couple spots. You got to have about $700,000 to live in the DMV. Buy you a home if you want to live close to DC. Nice, even in the hood. It was you. 3-bedroom, no garage.
It was what was it, 500 or something?
$500,000 in Berry Farms.
It was like 560 something.
In the Ghetto by the DC and Event Center, which is ghetto as a bitch. If you sneeze hard enough, you smoke crack. Swear.
That's the only thing about some of those DC spots. I saw one. It's not gonna give you the space. It's in DC on Northwest, but I saw the price was listed for sales $375. No yard. I mean, it's about the yard was about as big as this couch to couch. Walking up to the front door, and there's no backyard, and it's just
that's Metro though.
I believe it. Look at New York.
Yeah,
have you seen the people? It's been a
they
lot of people
want to be New
from
York so bad. It's not cute.
I don't know if they want to be New York or if it's just what's happening.
That city situation. Is that city situation?
It's bad.
But even the suburbs, though.
But that's another reason to gentrify. I mean, that's another reason why Berry Farm was gentrified. Like, once you get certain demographics,
they're not gentrifying that. Them is niggas over there paying that
for $6. You said $500.
Well,
that's probably that value that they kept that house for that family for.
No, these are brand new buildings,
renovated homes.
You know where the hospital used to be around the events, and those are niggas.
Are they like co-ops?
No, black people don't. It's white people that live over there.
I know it is, but I want you to go over there.
Off Alabama?
I don't know where the fuck.
Yeah, like it's definitely white people out there.
Oak Drive. But
anytime you see
and the DC
and
Event Center
numbers on the door,
that's
how you know it's gentrified.
Girl, them is niggas over there. I'm telling you.
I've
I've been 3 times last week. Niggas.
Off Martin Luther King Avenue?
Probably. Close enough. Close enough to Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
This niggas.
Because they make that mental hospital into apartments.
All right. Well, yes, and that's what I was saying. Remember, I said
mental hospital. Those are 15 to 25.
What?
What's 15 to 2,500 for rent?
Yeah, for a studio.
I don't think no 15.
For those.
Well, what is-
25.
What is 1,500 in DC?
Yeah, that's all.
What-
I'm saying.
what-
Studio.
No.
Apartment
Yes.
to rent?
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe income based,
Yeah, that's income based.
but
I
that's
don't see no
not not
DC.
regular DC rent anywhere. You're not finding $1,500 rent anywhere.
That's a deal.
Especially not
That's
in
a
DC.
steal.
That is a steal.
You know, you
Maybe
can get
like a
apartment. You can
room.
get an
Maybe like
apartment
a
for
room.
$1,500 in
In
DC.
somebody's house?
No, you
No,
can get
it's
an
gonna
apartment.
be in the ghetto, in the hood, and you're probably not getting anything.
That's what you're describing. The exact same place they turned the
No.
mental hospital into
No,
an
no.
apartment complex.
These motherfucking spots. I mean, it was nice. Don't
I
get me
know
wrong.
it's
They're
not.
brand
Been-
new.
yeah, been
I'm not
in
talking about the
motherfuckers.
condos. I didn't even see the apartments for real. I just seen the townhouse.
The townhouse on the backside. That's the one. That's
Well, they
on
have
the-
them on the front, and they come from the.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What townhouses in DC for rent for $1,500?
No,
We're not
they're
talking
not
about
for
the
rent. They're
rent.
not
No,
for
we're not
rent.
talking about the-
That was for sale.
And what is for sale?
Starting at 500,000.
Yeah, that's not equaling $1,500 mortgage.
Yeah, no.
No, we're talking about the apartment.
She talking about the apartment. He's talking about the
mental
apartments.
hospital that turned into apartments.
Yeah, I know. He's saying that it's $1,500 a month.
Yeah,
I'm
for that
saying
studio.
it has to be income based.
Yeah, that's what it was given when I was over there. I thought it's given income based over here. I tell you, you
I
sneeze
can't
hard
imagine
enough.
it. Yeah, I can't imagine that, but just being a regular.
Because
set
niggas will be
rent.
over there. 1,500? They love that shit.
I don't know.
Any the fuck
That's crazy.
who. Even in the suburb areas, the rent is high. In Woodbridge, you paying about $2,000 for an apartment. You know people in apartments right now?
It's about 1,800. Mm-hmm.
Too fucking high.
I agree.
A apartment should be $1,200.
You lucky if you find something for 17.
I know you fucking lying.
1650.
Girl,
It depends what y'all
1700.
looking for.
I'm
'cause
not
you
never
can get
moving.
into a little high rise if you need to.
Where?
In the city, southeast.
What? Why would I want to move to Southeast for $1,700 in a high rise? That's
Why would
giving-
I pay that in the hood? I don't even feel. Why would I pay that amount and don't feel safe? I'd rather go somewhere where I feel at least some type of.
I'm just saying there
Pay
are
for
places that you could pay.
$200, $300 more.
There's
yeah, for
places you
$200,
can pay
$300,
under-
I'm gonna pay for my security.
there's
It's not
places
worth
that you
me
can save.
watching my back.
That's
every
it.
time
Wait,
I
wait.
gotta-
Do the
All in
high
the city?
rises come with like parking garage, amenities?
No,
I wouldn't say not more amenities, but maybe a garage.
it barely come with an elevator.
I think
Not
some of
maybe.
these.
It's a garden style, baby. No, they don't come with
Garden
elevators.
style.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
I'm not about to move into that.
Stairs.
I'm thinking it's the little remote to go into the spot.
No, not the.
Shoot, even the ones in
key
Woodbridge that
fob.
don't have no elevator, those aren't even.
What about Dale
15
Forest Apartments? What are you talking about?
No.
Those are
Well, no,
1,200.
Kingston
No, they
is not. Kingston
is that?
Apartments is not elevators. I believe those are like 17.
It's the garden style. Those they're not as secure. No, you don't want to move?
No, I'm good.
Oh, all right.
Well,
My mortgage is less than y'all car payment. Now,
I ain't even mad.
Yeah.
After the door, I'm like, good on
fuck
you.
all
boo.
that.
Okay.
Now, let's go ahead and move forward and pray for all the people that's paying high rent and bills going up and can't eat, can't sleep. I get it.
Unlivable.
I do want to let y'all know we're gonna just go through a couple things. I have not been watching TV. Haven't watched TV in months for real, but I did get to start Baby Reindeer. Has anybody got to see a
is that?
first fucking episode of Baby Reindeer?
What is that?
Baby Reindeer is about a man that meets this woman and she decides she wants to stalk him. And when I mean stalk, I mean he works at a cafe, kind of like a Starbucks, but it's not called a Starbucks. And she comes in and she tells him that she does this, that, and the third, and she's so important. And
They kind of have a chat.
kind of have a little chat. And then she says she doesn't have any money. So he just gives her coffee every day for free. But she's so important. Well, she's stalking that nigga.
Yeah.
I've only gotten to the first episode, but there was a situation where Cardi B was talking about, I guess in the fourth episode, that the man got raped or something. A man got raped. Started with a finger, then a thumb. I gotta finish watching it.
What?
Is it given? What's the show that was on Netflix? The Crazy Man that was
Jeffrey
doing the
Dahmer?
weird shit.
Oh.
No. what was the name of that show? It was real popular when it first came out.
You sure it wasn't the Jeffrey Dahmer joint?
No, not Jeffrey Dahmer. No, He was a stalker guy.
Oh,
Yo, it was really good. Yeah.
I don't know, but apparently I did get to a part where he basically she
know
said
what I'm
she
talking about.
was living this lavish life. She lied. She was lying. This bitch got his email address off his website, was emailing him all these dirty things.
like
Girl,
what? Like mean things?
I want you to touch me.
Oh no.
Shit like that.
But
Gotta watch
he
it.
knew it was her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That is scary.
But he followed her. That bitch was living in a motel.
Think about somebody stalking you is scary.
And she big. But the stalking started after some of his friends were in the cafe.
You.
Oh, the show you.
Oh, I didn't. I remember.
Yeah,
remember.
I
I
get
never
that.
even got into it.
Dang.
It's a
I'm
good
gonna have
show.
to. Well, basically, him and some of his like old coworkers was talking about something, and she asked for something, and it was like a joke, and everybody was looking at him like, "Are you gonna do it?" He was like, basically like, "Yeah, I'll lick your boob" or something like
Okay.
that. But it wasn't like lick your boob. It was something
Yeah,
suggestive,
but
and she
nothing
took
crazy.
it to heart, and she's running with it.
Yeah, like it was like, oh,
It's good, bitch.
yeah. Wow.
It's good.
She's almost like
I just haven't had time to
delusional
watch
almost
it,
a little.
especially this last week.
And it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Okay. Baby reindeer. Have to
Another
check it
show
out.
I've been another show that I watched was Sperm World.
What?
Sperm World, it's about men donating their sperm and how their life goes on. Like there's one guy, he's a teacher. He has 125 kids in the world.
Yes.
It's a reality or is it
think
it's
a
a reality
Okay.
docu
Okay.
series.
Yes.
Well, I think it's just like a docu pick because it's just one. But
Okay.
what happens is there's a couple on there. The reason why I even talked about it is there's a couple. It's a man and a woman, and this black man, he be meeting bitches, busting nuts in the car, giving them the sperm. They going about their business. Well, his girlfriend wants a baby. He can't give her one. He hasn't been able to give her a baby, but he's been giving this
Sperm away.
sperm off all to
All the
everybody
sperm.
else. And she's once you watch it, like you can tell she's like insecure. She's a little bit heavy. But she's
Okay.
like insecure,
Listen,
and
keep
you
it
can see
real.
the disgust on her face, like
Yeah.
the heartbreak
Yeah, of course.
every time he hands off. Like he meets the girls, they meet his girlfriend. He's like, "Oh, gotta do this, gotta do that." Like they'll plan dates. Somebody asks for some sperm, he'll like cancel the date.
And go give them the sperm.
I would've
How
left-
is he giving them the sperm?
Busting in the cup.
So is this like a fetish for him? Is this like he wants the money or
No, there's no money involved.
Oh, you're just donating sperm?
These niggas are just spreading their seed. Some men are just addicted to spreading their seed. And what I was thinking about as I'm watching this is dangerous
Yeah.
because you're dropping your seed off everywhere in the world. What if your kids meet?
I mean, that's what happened with me and my brother.
I think it's two
We
generations
almost got in a
down.
whole relationship.
What?
My father has 22.
Two generations
What are you
down.
talking about?
My brother.
Well, let's
Wait.
Sam,
What you say?
What are you about to say? What?
I was about to
Where
say
you
two
going with
generations
this?
down. I was about to say the rate of there being a
Bro, chill.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I want him to finish saying what he's saying.
a defection is decreased significantly when it's two generations down.
What does the
Why the fuck would you want to have that?
I'm not saying want to have that.
You don't even have like a family history.
We mean family history.
Like y'all, we have the same fucking mom and dad.
No,
Wait, I'm not talking about the children. I'm not
I
not
think
talking
he's
about
just
the two
saying
kids.
them getting together.
Two generations
He's talking
down.
about the two, like if the kids happen to meet,
No.
and they were together.
Yeah.
That's still
No, I said two generations down. So I said that if he has a seed with one woman, another woman, not them coming together. 'Cause
Oh,
that,
the
that
kids.
can come up.
Their
That could be a
kids.
problem.
Their kids coming
can come
together.
will be less likely to be a malfunction.
That's
of
still
sexual.
nasty.
1/4 of a
Wild.
retardation.
that's still
It's
nasty.
not
Not
even
one.
autism.
It's just
They can autism regardless. That needs to
Yes,
be another
that's
main
for
topic.
real, for real, 'cause
that-
I got a
and-
touch of
and it's-
autism.
and speaking of it, April is I think Autism Awareness Month or March. One of
But
those.
why can't nobody
figure it out? I'm
Why
not a
can't
part of
nobody
the
put a finger
community.
on it? Like
Either way, it's a
Yeah.
high alarming
What-
rate
'cause
of black
no one can
young
say
children.
that.
because
for
so
a
broad.
fact, you know
it's
what
so
I'm saying?
broad. Autism.
Anywho, back to Sperm World. If you are interested in the Freakazoid, definitely go ahead and watch that.
I have
Not
watched,
Freakazoid.
and this is pretty old, but the Beckhams. story on Netflix, that was just great. Seeing, I think U.S. doesn't follow, football or soccer the way that
soccer.
other places do.
Yeah, I don't
right.
get football.
Because it's American football here to them.
Mm-hmm.
But David Beckham and his wife and the things that they went through, I had no clue. Just because we're so removed from it.
I told you we don't know white people's business.
Well,
I want you to know that we do not know any white people's business.
It's true. But
We only know when they involved with somebody black.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
Say what's in your bubble.
But it was good. I also
Stay
watched.
with your kind.
Racist ass
Right.
bitch.
No.
You racist as fuck.
I'm not.
You racist as shit, bitch.
But yeah, I think that's the only thing. I've watched a few other things on Netflix. I did start watching that Moses. The Testament is fantastic on Netflix. You don't like it?
Threw me off at first.
Why?
Because I didn't know it was a docu until 15
What did
minutes
you think
in.
it was?
I thought it was another adaptation when it first came on.
Like a movie?
Yeah, or series, or a three-part.
Oh.
So, but then it just kind of threw me off, and I was like, I got distracted, so I never went back to it.
Okay. I think it's pretty good though. If you like that kind of thing. I recently, and this is not like TV, but I recently saw The Wiz on Broadway. Fantastic.
So,
Fantastic.
y'all
know Avery
no
Wilson?
one watched The Avatar?
Oh yes.
So y'all just gonna
Fire.
let that go?
It was good.
I don't watch Avatar.
There was a lot of people saying it was
I don't
not
watch
good.
cartoons.
It
I'm a
was
grown
one
ass
of the
woman.
best.
I thought it was the best.
One of the best
Yeah.
cartoon adaptations.
Yeah.
Put on screen and shout out to Netflix because when they take over a project, they take over a project.
Okay.
And
they upcharge.
She's so ridiculous.
anyways, by upcharging.
Yeah.
The Avatar was a beast.
Also,
So.
the Uber. I don't know if y'all caught that series about how Uber came into play.
I've seen that.
That was good. It was slow, but more if you have a business mind or you're interested in how business works. That's why I was just
All the best businesses are just your dumbass ideas.
exactly
Innovative.
and a nigga
finding
not
money.
giving up, even though niggas are
And
saying
finding
no,
motherfucking
no, no.
Instacart. Yeah, niggas
Hell
don't.
yeah.
Niggas ain't want to do that.
Okay.
DoorDash. Niggas didn't want to run to the store for a soda. I will for $3.
That's right.
And this is off topic. The mopeds and bicycles in the road needs to be fixed. People
Regulated.
riding bikes and
Yeah.
mopeds, it needs to be fixed. They
Oh.
they
You think
want
they
to
need
be
their own lane?
They have their own lane and they need to act like they have their own lane. There's no reason why. They need to act like vehicles.
They
If
got
you-
moped
Not
police.
in Virginia.
I wish they
don't.
would.
They are a vehicle.
What?
They don't
I
have their
wish
own,
they were.
Well, not in Northern Virginia. They don't.
They are a vehicle.
Maybe some certain areas, but everywhere, no, they don't have their own lanes.
Well,
In
act
the
like
city.
a vehicle. Ride in the middle of the lane. Then I'd
technically
rather
they
you do
are
that.
supposed to, but they can't.
No.
They be doing wild shit.
This is what I'm. This is. Let me finish. Let me land. If you're riding a moped and the light's red, you stop.
You should.
Yeah, that you're supposed to have the same
They're
rules
not.
as a car.
They don't.
on
no,
bike or
the
anything.
light is red. They're going through the middle of you, going through the
Oh,
lane.
yeah.
Uh huh.
And then stopping, trying to get to the front.
Same thing
So
with
they
the
could be
motherfucking
first.
scooters.
Yeah.
They literally need to put a law in place. If
They
you run
do.
a stop sign, a red light, you need to stop like everybody else.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, y'all.
You don't just fucking go
You have
because
the
the
moped
light's
police
red.
out
You
there.
don't do
fucked
that.
up. The drivers in New York, like the Ubers and people, like the taxis, they hit those people all the time, and they're immediately in trouble. And it's crazy because those scooters
In trouble?
Yes, the scooters, they sue the drivers, the
Yeah.
Ubers, the Lyfts, and the taxi
I
drivers.
can see it now. Mark my word. There's going to be a mass fucking shooting in New York, DC, or California
that?
for the motherfucking mopeds. That shit is fucking
No,
nerve wracking.
I can see it.
I swear to God, I feel like hopping out the window of that Tesla. Bah, 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 bah.
No,
Bah,
that-
bah, bah,
no,
and shutting
y'all.
it- no, swear to God, that shit is irritating.
So you think
It
it's
was
coming
late.
because you've been wanting to do it?
you damn fucking right,
triggered.
bitch. You damn fucking
Nah.
right.
She is professing her manifesto, everyone.
No.
No.
Cancel. But she is saying
That's some
she
real
is
shit.
saying
Y'all
what-
ride through that shit. See what it's hitting for.
Right. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Ride through
What
that
else I need to
motherfucking
say?
shit. You want to
damn
spray
it.
the whole block, and then they have meetups.
Oh, don't get me
Bruh,
started.
I sent you the video.
Bitch, they done took a whole 7 parking spots in front of my building. I said, nigga, where am I supposed to park?
Nothing blows me more
And
than a
then,
motorcycle taking
what
up a
pissed
whole
me
parking
off-
space.
no,
Because it's like 15 of them.
I'm sorry we got into this, but them motherfuckers be having people on the bikes.
Yeah.
With them, the mopeds.
Yeah.
It'd be two of
Oh
them.
yeah, it's like in the foreign countries.
They be dashing.
I said
They
do. They be
DC
dashing.
is turning into a fucking foreign country.
And that's why I say that we're late. We're late behind this because we should have been. This should have been like this. DC should have been already having mopeds.
No.
I'm telling you,
No,
it's
that shit is trash.
It's
It-
the
They're
problem-
turning DC into Mexico.
The problem with this
actually
though
it's a
is
European.
Europe.
idea.
Peru.
I'm about to say
It's the
Europe.
European
But
style.
they
Shit.
have
the
Chill
issue
out.
is
Europe,
everybody
over
That shit
in
ain't
Europe,
cute.
they
That
do
shit
that.
ain't
They
cute.
have that every the
And
mopeds.
Keep-
There's like a main.
Take their fucking ass on over there with
Yeah.
that.
And the issue with
Yeah.
it is anybody can get on the bitch. Nobody got to get no training or
Nope.
nothing. They be all
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
bad.
When I was on the way here, the man almost hit.
Matter of fact, I'm about
somebody.
to see if I can speak with the police to see exactly. No. You do not understand because mark my
Get
words, somebody's
chief
going to
of
get hurt.
police.
I mean, they get hit all the time in
No.
New York. That's what I'm telling you. You think in a major way.
Somebody's going to
it's
get
the
hurt.
fastest way. It's the fastest way of transportation through any major city.
Of
is on a
course.
Yeah,
bicycle.
of course. The way they do
Bicycle.
it, you're not running. You're
And
not
they
waiting
give
for
you a
lights.
lane.
You're not doing
But
stop
the bikes
signs.
don't do
You're
that
not doing
stupid
turn
shit.
signals.
The bikes
no
don't
safety.
do that. That's what I'm saying. But
It would
bikes
take
don't
an hour.
do
Do you
turns.
think the police need to have a separate
Yes, task
department
force,
for
correct.
Not the
department
scooter
for
force.
mopeds?
Yeah.
Maybe that could be the resolution.
Put the
'cause I
fucking
don't.
lights on
They
them.
don't even want to look. They don't even respond to the
bikes.
crime.
Yeah, no.
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't respond to the crime. The more
Yeah.
serious thing. So I highly doubt that they're going to take
Well,
time
they
out.
A
put
little white
motherfucking
girl's going to have to get
cameras
killed by
up
a
for
moped
us.
for something to happen with the
They
moped.
put cameras up for the vehicles.
Oh, I wonder if the cameras can catch the mopeds.
No,
No.
they don't even have plates.
That's the problem.
No,
they need
they
to
got
have
plates.
No, they don't.
a
No,
lot of them
mopeds
don't.
They have to have plates.
They don't.
lot of them
A
don't.
lot of them don't.
I thought when they came out
Pull
years,
them
they
over.
made modification and it was rules
No,
with the
it's-
mopeds
You're
that you
supposed
had
to.
to have.
Girl.
You
You
gotta
are
have plates.
supposed to.
Even if you get a dirt bike, you gotta have plates.
You
on
are
the bike.
supposed to have.
Yeah.
You
plates.
cannot
That
have a
does
dirt
not
bike. You
mean
cannot
they
have a dirt
do.
bike on the road.
No, you
the road.
can't. They don't let
can't,
you
but
do that
they,
no more.
they can't chase you. So what's the difference?
Who can't
can't
chase
have
you?
it.
Because now in DC they can do anything.
If you have
They can
four
do
wheelers,
When the
anything they
mayor
want
about
in
to
DC
change that?
now.
if you have
Period.
four wheelers on the
You
street,
see
and
the
you
rules?
have
Somebody said, I ain't see no rule about that.
Period.
Y'all bugged. But them scooters are very
You
dangerous.
look like a suspect, they can chase you.
I
Mark.
seen a scooter almost run over a child.
Mark my
They're
word.
Crazy.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
I'm done.
Cut it out. Cut it out. They are bringing the Power episode with Tyreek and them series. This is their last season.
Poor Tariq.
I am ready for that to come out, and I do want to let y'all know
What you like
BMF
that?
has actually been really, really,
It's been
really
good.
fucking good.
It's
Really
been
fucking good. And
good.
shout out to them putting on for all the
BMF.
all the hip hop artists that's coming in on the show.
Like people try to go in 50's studio, but
He's
people
doing
try
it.
to go in on 50. But he's a visionary. He is.
He really stays in his own lane, and congratulations to him on
And
his.
you educated me.
studio.
Makers.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, right. But you educated me
G
on
Unit.
him sending that boy to school. I didn't know that he sent.
He be
Lil
sending
Meech
niggas.
to school. Like that's vision. You saw that. You saw what you were going to do, and you put it to work.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into some.
Oh God, of course you go talk about your girl.
Who, Angel Reese?
Yeah.
Of course, we're gonna get into some entertainment and news. Angel Reese has made it to the WNBA.
Of course,
She is
Brad.
at the Chicago
Congratulations,
Sky. I
Black
love her
Queen.
so much. Congratulations to her and Camila Cardoza.
All the ladies, honestly, they
Yes.
was balling.
And let me
this
tell y'all
season.
something. Angel was looking to fuck good. She set it off for the bitches.
Okay.
One of the best dressed.
She
The
looks
basketball
great. She
girls
looks
really
great.
be doing it.
Shit,
That when
the-
they
get-
do.
They did not give Dyke this year. I'm telling y'all.
Some
It was
of
a
them
it was a
Even
No,
if
no, no.
they
suit
do
pants.
in uniform, they don't do it
It was a
outside of
few suit
uniform.
pants.
No.
They be real girly.
It was a couple
It was a couple
shorties.
pantsuits.
Who?
It was a few.
Paige Becker was the only one
Yeah.
that gave Dyke, and she wasn't even in the
I wasn't
draft.
gonna say like, but there was some pantsuits.
Well, she's white, lesbian, Dyke.
Right.
So I didn't
Okay.
even say stud.
Are you able to say that? Because is that not a derogatory term?
White.
Dyke.
White. Dyke is for whites. Butch.
I'm about to piss.
Butch. Dyke. Whatever. It don't even matter.
Right, she
It don't
always-
even matter.
She always get me.
Is that a derogatory?
I can fucking
She
I
always
can
be
say this
cutting me
shit.
off.
I can say this shit. Like lesbian, like
Sam, where you
studs.
going?
White girls can't be studs.
I guess he really does have to be.
All right, so again, my baby Angel Reese made it. I do want to let y'all know Rakia Jackson was looking to fuck good.
Yeah.
I think she went to the Spark. Cameron Brink went to the Spark. But we got one girl that has changed the history for women's basketball forever, hopefully. The girl that is changing women's basketball from college to WNBA, our savior. The greatest player to play today, Caitlin Clark. Now, what I'm going to say is going to sound so racist, but they needed to have a white woman to come in, make those points, bring those viewers in. And I'm not even going to say she did it by herself, because to be honest, I would have never even known who Caitlin Clark was if it wasn't for Angel Reese. Not going to hold you. Does Angel Reese get the type of points and shit? No. She's nasty on the court, and that's what I like to see. But Caitlin Clark has changed the game. Even though she got her ass beat in that final, which I really appreciated.
But she was flawless.
No, she didn't do as good as she
No,
could
not
have.
in that final, but the season. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the season she really did. She
showed up.
put the team on her back, and them bitches couldn't really do anything for her. And they even cheated on the semifinal with the girl.
Yeah, they did.
Let's just say that Caitlin Clark single-handedly has changed the game. For example, I'm gonna give you just a major example. I wanted to get some tickets for next year, $15 tickets.
15.
$15 tickets in the 100 section, middles.
Where?
This is at the Mystics.
Okay.
Any game, $15.
I thought you were coming to see Liberty
Listen to what I said.
Sparks.
Mystics, because they're right here. I could just pull up.
I understand.
Right.
I go back the night of the draft, $325. How did I miss that? How did I not drop $100 on a row?
Wow.
Why didn't I just drop my whole paycheck on a row?
season.
Because I didn't believe in the White Hope. But clearly, she wasn't even playing.
You know what it is though? It is a racist thing because, to be honest, the black women is who carried. Right.
Yeah,
and
they've
they
been
know
carrying
that.
it.
They know that. The white women in the game even know that. And I respect that many of them felt comfortable to say without these black women, this wouldn't be a space. But
Caitlin even said it.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I respect that. But it's so sad because, to your point, it didn't get highlighted until Caitlin. And it's always the great white hope. Like, even with Larry Bird, for instance, when you think about that, like, Larry was good.
Great.
Larry was good. Magic
Wonderful.
was good too. But they always, oh, he's so good. Oh, he has to work. You know,
So
it's
good
the same
compared
thing.
to those black people.
Compared to Magic, Magic has the natural talent. That man had to work too, just like Larry Bird had to work.
Well, the Magic has been working. Ice Cube offered her $15 million.
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like 50.
I think it was $5 million per season or some shit like that.
Okay.
She's only making 70, 80,000 a year,
76,
And the
83.
just off that. Yeah, she's gonna have to. That's gonna be her tax money back for all the other shit she's getting. So they went ahead and he offered that. He didn't offer that to any other woman.
Yeah.
Luckily, Lisa Leslie is actually a coach for the Big Three. Did y'all know that?
They're not.
I did.
I didn't know. No fucking idea. I'm trying to figure out why she's not in the WNBA being a coach. But apparently those
She's one
bitches
of the
ain't getting
best.
paid either.
Oh, that's been how it. Yeah.
Cool. So now tickets are being sold. Teams are having to go to different stadiums because they don't have the capacity.
Oh wow.
They gotta go to the male
The partner stadiums.
the partner
Nice.
stadium.
Now, there's a stadium that was they have Caitlin Clark's preseason game on a football field.
How? They're gonna build.
And
a-
it's ugly.
Oh,
They
wow.
have it set up on the left side of the football field.
Oh my.
wow.
It was real ghetto. It's real ghetto.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, because she chose to go in the WNBA.
Because
she chose
she
not to
chose-
go with the big three.
I'm gonna be
Correct.
honest with you. I did not watch the males final.
At all. I didn't even know who won.
I didn't know
Purdue
what day
won,
was
right?
coming on. But I did watch.
I watched a little
Caitlyn.
bit,
I
actually.
did watch Caitlyn.
It was
I
trash.
watched right before the last elimination.
No,
And
I
the
didn't
women's-
watch.
I watched Syracuse. Like that's
The
didn't
women's
watch none
final
of it.
out the women's final outnumbered in
Oh, of
in
course.
viewership the males.
Yes.
Dawn had me. Dawn had me.
And you know what's
Okay.
crazy? I
Yeah.
really wanted LSU
She-
to go to the finals.
Yeah.
You know, when we were talking about transgender, I wanted to say this: how they try to throw Dawn on. You saw how they try to do her.
Oh
and
yeah, at the end they asked her, "How do you feel about
said, wait,
transgender?"
wait,
She
wait,
said, "I don't care. Let them play."
But it was like, why are you asking her that?
Yeah.
This is a woman who played
They've
basketball.
been playing at Dawn face since she won.
You trying to be funny?
Gail played in her face. Gail talking about some. I'm not gonna lie. We were watching, but we were rooting for Caitlin Clark.
Gail said that. I didn't even know.
Yes. Gail said
Gail
that
played
shit.
too much.
And then
You played too much,
Beyonce
Gail.
sent her fucking flowers and said, "We were rooting for you."
I remember seeing
Rooting for
flowers.
you, baby, because you've been doing this.
Cause why the fuck, Gail? Gail, time and time again, you showed me that you don't give a fuck about your community.
It feels that way. It feels very much that way. And
She's
it's crazy
showing.
because Oprah Winfrey used to be, and I know that Oprah is not Gail, but they are extensions. They are very much
They're best friends,
interlocked.
ain't they?
Yeah, they're best friends. They Oprah put Gail on. That's how
Come
she
on.
in her space. It's so crazy because all of those commentaries about how Oprah is kind of like this gatekeeper, and I know this is probably dangerous for me to say if I ever want to be in entertainment, but it's really sad to see that these things are probably true. Like even the idea about what's his name,
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein, and how Oprah was so kiki with him, Donald Trump, kiki with him.
Girl.
You know these people knew these things that was going on.
Don't try to act like Jay-Z and Beyonce wasn't on the island though.
I don't think.
And don't
They were on the
I'm gonna be
list.
honest.
and
Well,
don't talk like Jay-Z
I'm not
and
saying-
Beyonce are not also gatekeepers as well.
Oh, I'm quite sure. But I just
Very
never.
much so.
But I've always looked at them as gatekeepers, low key, because
I'm
they're
telling you.
entertainers. And
And they
Oprah
gotta be,
Winfrey
and they
is
also
too,
are, and
but
they
I'm
also are
like,
competitors. Yeah, they're competing against somebody.
yeah, and I understand that Oprah was too, but very few. So I just am like,
And Gail, very few.
so I'm just kind of anyway. But go ahead.
But I guess that they want to be the voice of the black people, so they got to be able to critique them as well as give them their flowers. But the problem within our community is that we
Yeah.
don't see the flowers. All we see is the critique.
Yes.
It's like, come on.
So what I'm going to say is, well, what we saw is Caitlin's jersey sold out immediately. When she got
We
when
were
she
really
got
rooting for. I have to see that.
when she got drafted, her jersey was automatically sold out.
Yeah.
Angel's jersey didn't come out till 2 weeks later.
Very interesting.
Didn't everybody get drafted?
They knew she was there.
They knew what it was.
How did her jersey get printed so quickly?
They knew exactly who was the
Like, how
first
did you know
runner.
her number?
Y'all all
how
in
did y'all
cahoots. Yeah.
the pre-sale? Now, Caitlin had a grand opening. Like, Indiana really has been putting
They
the
put
money
on for her. Yeah.
Yes, they put a lot of money. The media. I never realized how poor
Oh yeah.
the quality of the game of the WNBA was until
Oh.
I deep
I thought you were
dive.
talking about Indiana because they poor too.
No, not the way they fucking shoot
No,
in
they-
8K.
No, well, yes, wealthy people, but it's not a very.
At this point, we need to go talk to the people at the DC
wealthy
Event Center
space.
because they need somebody to shoot the fucking cameras.
Oh, wait.
Shit's raggedy as a bitch. Their league pass is $34.99. Talk. Let's start there.
Where?
WNBA.com league pass is $34.99. No coupon code needed.
I can watch every game for
For now.
$34.99.
I can watch every fucking game.
You can watch Bam.
You,
for free.
no, dead ass. Dead ass. Like it's really getting bad. Another thing that I saw was they had like a big grand opening for Caitlin Clark when it was her time to enter into the Indiana Pacers Fever. Sorry, Pacers. Ooh, it's gonna be Pacers at this point. The way she got there working out.
Okay.
She got 4K videos. They doing layup drills. This was yesterday. Practice just started. Angel Reese and was on Zoom interviews. Oh, sorry. Cardoza was on a Zoom interview at her house. And Angel Reese walked into a rec center for her interview. Apparently that's where it's a community rec center where they practice.
Oh,
Unacceptable.
Community rec center.
On the fucking
Well,
pull up to the chin.
Those girls are gonna make the changes because and I think that's why some of the older players, not that they don't appreciate them, but they're like they appreciate them because of the strides they're making. But some of those players are
The
like,
bitches are hating.
they're not hating, but they're
No.
like, yeah, you've been playing on college level. You
Yeah.
come here, we all balling. Like, it may not, we could, the tickets, whatever, but we all balling. So you come here, it's a different pace, baby.
I
Angel.
told y'all what it needs
It's a
to
different
happen.
pace, Caitlin.
They need to get some more money.
If they want to get the money, they're going to have to start fighting.
They need to be real aggressive.
It's going to have to be nasty. Some of them bitches going to have to start dunking like.
No, it's gonna get like that because people are like, those Liberty games sold out.
I
The
think-
Knicks games are sold out now, obviously too.
the key
but-
is making it
Say excuse
entertaining.
me. Say excuse me.
What? I did not burp or fart.
You felt the vibration.
No, I swear to God I didn't. Bitch, someone
It's
say excuse me,
annoying.
girl. I didn't do nothing to you. I was like, bitch, what?
Yeah.
No, what I think is needs to happen is it's going to need to be a little bit more fighting, scrapping, and it's
Or
going to
let
have
the fans fight too.
no,
They need
or
some
Yeah,
entertainment.
no, but keep it feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Men like to watch feminine players
Absolutely.
play, like.
That's
Yeah.
what we've seen from this season.
This season, what the girls are coming in, them
Yeah.
bitches was looking the fuck good.
They're like, oh, these girls are
What?
balling, but they
Looking
look
like
like
ready.
girls.
baddies, low key.
They didn't come out there with fucking suits on.
Okay,
Okay.
full wigs.
Congratulations to all
hair
the women,
and
especially
lashes.
Regina
Lashes
looking the
was
fuck
on.
good.
fleek.
Cardoza, that girl playing with that damn.
Now, we have Nicki Minaj tour. Her tour is selling out. Congratulations to Nicki Minaj.
Congratulations, Nicki.
Something else for Nicki Minaj. She has a shoe coming out. It's $180. It's called a Loki shoe. Maybe it's Loki or Loki. It's very cute. If you haven't seen it, please go look. They are expensive, but they are cute.
They're not that cute.
What do they look like?
They're not that cute.
No, they're cute. They're cute for
It's a
girls.
summer shoe.
It's a flat.
tennis
It's a
shoe,
flat sneaker. It's giving like
Giving a summer shoe.
Pastries.
Giving Pumas.
Armani.
they give-
Oh, okay. So it's high, like nice high end. It looks like they're nice. Okay,
correct.
not a pastry.
Elon has been teasing bringing back Vine, but I think Elon has a little bit more things to be worried about
You
than
hear me?
Vine. Well, I guess with the downfall of TikTok, he might want to throw his name up.
I feel like it's either gonna be him, the owner of what's his name, Zuckerberg,
Zuckerberg.
or Amazon,
Oh,
or
Amazon be
Facebook
good.
For what?
for take if
TikTok.
anything for take over TikTok.
Oh, they're not giving it to Elon. They hate Elon.
Elon has too much. If they give it to Elon, Elon controls too much.
Bezos?
on MGM now. So every time a movie come up, you said Lion, it says Amazon company on the bottom.
Ooh.
Well, our producers just told us that Jeff Bezos is going to be grabbing that up as well.
MGM.
Run it up.
Yeah, the crazy thing is the TikTok and all that. It's just, I don't know what.
So this is my thing with TikTok.
Elon.
So with TikTok, my understanding is the big issue with TikTok is location based. So let's say, for example, I don't know you, you don't know me on TikTok, but I'm on TikTok. If I'm in a residence area and you're in a residence area for a certain amount of time, TikTok is going to be like not a mutual friend, but a suggested friend.
Same way with anything else.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be
How's that
it wouldn't be
different?
based off location.
Oh,
It's
it
not
would be
based
based
off
on
of-
people you know.
People that
other
you
people
know,
that know
or
that
interests
person.
that you have, or other interests.
You're
that
saying
you-
that's what the
Interesting.
change would be?
No,
Or
that's not
you
the
saying
change. Is that's what
the
their
problem?
technology is. That's what they have the
Yeah.
ability to do.
Yeah.
So because
That's
they
how
have
their
the ability to
algorithm
do
works.
that, now they can place a China company, the government of China will know where Donald Trump's son is at any given time. They will know where your son is at
But
any given
is that
time.
just
Any-
TikTok?
it's all- I mean,
Isn't
that's
that
all of 'em, I believe.
Isn't that all?
think so.
American companies, but whereas this foreign company that has all this
Yes.
control and all this
Every other company is
and
American.
influenceable stuff.
They're okay if Apple
They
has
can
our
use it.
location. It's in California. They're okay if Facebook has our location.
That's English.
I'm screaming.
Girl, you a
I've been
diva.
giving my shut
That's a
up.
fucking devil
Yeah.
ass bitch.
No, I'm not.
One thing I did want to say about Dreamville is when Nikki had came to Dreamville, I didn't go see her set. I waited for J. Cole. I wanted a good seat for Cole, but I heard her and I saw her on the Jumbotron and she did a good job. I mean, she was a little stiff, but
Like her ass wasn't shaking, or
Yeah.
like she didn't move. Like
But
Like they gave her festival money and not her concert money, or
no, she was giving the show. She was just a
Who we
little.
talking about again?
Nicki Minaj
But what I
Okay.
want to say is the whole time I couldn't help but think, where's her husband? Probably with the baby.
in the back.
with the baby.
Why are you worried about her man?
I'm not worried about her man so much.
That's the problem with y'all bitches.
Okay.
Let's get back to the
Worry
real
about
world
everybody's
here.
business, but the ones that
Young
pay you.
boy
Joke,
is.
joke.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry. TikTok ban. Sorry, guys. Megan Thee Stallion. Matter of fact, Jeezy versus Janie Mai. Ain't that her name?
Jeannie Mae.
Girl, whatever.
Jeannie Mae.
I don't know. Jeannie Mae.
It's fine.
That lying bitch. I know she be lying.
Not that line.
Y'all know. I'ma actually let Chelsea talk about this. Go ahead, Chelsea.
Why?
Because
I don't.
tell us what's going on here.
I don't think.
What's going on with the
I don't.
what's
You
going on
have
with the
more
case?
of the recent updates.
Okay, all right.
With the gun.
Let's start from
with the
the
RFK.
beginning here.
Give it to me.
Everybody know they broke up. They got
They
married
broke
during
up.
COVID. Remember they were doing all that Chinese and watching Boys in the Hood with the mama. I knew that shit was fake.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it was fake.
Okay, but
I don't think it was fake.
From the beginning? Are you aware that Jeezy announced his divorce over social media before
That's what she
discussing
said.
it with her? Do you believe that?
No,
No. I have a hard time with that.
You know
one.
that's how this started.
that's how this started. I do remember her coming out and saying that we're working through this, and
Yeah.
he said no, we're not. And then that's when he did the thing with Nia Long, and the way he was looking at Nia Long like he wanted to fuck
like you want to eat her up.
hard.
But that was that was
wanted to
well,
beat that pussy up.
And I like Jeannie Mae.
No,
I
I
don't
like Nia
have an
Long.
opinion
Nia
against
Long
her
with
at
the-
this time.
Jeezy.
Last when I saw that gun picture though,
I was about to
yesterday.
say it's a
Let's
lot.
get back
it's,
to it.
It's a lot.
So
That's
it's a lot
unraveling.
between that as well. You had her saying that she wanted full custody of the baby.
To him saying he wanted full custody.
Parental rights, correct? He didn't want to give all of it away. He wanted to raise the baby.
She originally said she only wanted him to see him 6 times a year. I think it was.
What the
see the
fuck?
baby 6 times a year.
The
out of
baby?
the year.
Yeah.
The baby
Yeah.
6 times a year?
Yes. It's giving more like, if I can't be with you, I don't want you around my baby.
Yeah, I want to
her.
control you.
So
Like all them other crazy baby
what was
mamas.
some more stuff that's been going on? Because I know, now she was
Before
saying
you-
she got her ass beat.
Before
Yeah,
That's
she said-
fucking crazy.
Yeah, she said
So-
that he beat her domestic.
So
domestic
before you guys
situation.
go more into their situation, I don't know if you guys know her situation with her previous husband. So she was married when she was on The View.
he left her
He was
because
a white
she didn't
man.
want to have children.
Right.
Yes.
Didn't want to have children and
And her reasoning behind not wanting to have children, I think, was because she was abused.
that's what she
I
said.
think that's
something
her
of that
story.
nature.
That's
By
I think-
him or
No,
another
no,
man as a child?
she was abused as a child, so she didn't want any kids of her own,
Or
and so
something of that
So why was her mama living with her?
something to that
was
extent.
must her daddy
Something
did
was
it.
going on with her childhood to where she didn't want to have any children, and he left because she didn't want to have.
And he
any
went off and had
children.
mad kids.
He went. I think he remarried and had more kids or
Had
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so he did, but he left. So anyway, it was a really nasty public breakup, and she got very, very public and said a lot of mean, ugly, nasty things
Oh, so
about
she
him.
been a bitch.
So my point is, this is not, and I'm not saying she wasn't legitimate there, but it's not a good look because she literally did the same thing. She drug her ex through the mud. People, when they saw her with Jeezy, they were like, "Oh, we're glad you found love again." And then they were shocked to see that she was
Can
pregnant.
I pause you real quick?
Please.
Because I knew something was wrong when they started playing that clip. I like a little black on the side. That
When she was dancing.
no, when they was like, I like. She was basically saying that she likes black men too, but on the
it's
side.
stuff like this that these women be saying,
Yes.
and people just think the shit
It's
is funny.
cute.
They think it's
They
cute.
bypass it, and it don't really be funny, and it's not really cool, and it don't.
It never was.
Now all of
Never
a sudden
was,
you've been
never
getting
will
your
be.
ass beat.
Yeah,
And
and
now
now all of
you're-
a sudden
He
you
ain't
want to
give a
drag
fuck
him
about
down.
you. He's a threat
I
to
don't
the
know. It's getting a
child
little deep. She got photos that she done released
of him with guns.
of him with guns, saying that he been walking around with it while she's
And there's
been.
nothing wrong with that. You
While
in your
she-
house. The issue, because I did see the photo and I'm like, she could be putting that out to look like something it's not. He could literally just, I mean, who knows?
He could have been bringing that from outside inside
never
and
know.
caught a photo of that.
It's a
just a
Nest
random and
camera.
not necessarily of him like just walking around every day threatening.
He doesn't
them.
even look really threatening in the photo.
No,
The
he don't.
guns
He
was
he
under
just
the
was
bed.
carrying it.